God listen to who saying the truth or who telling lies. You see, let me start by saying, you know, when we were young coming up, the rationale in our thinking to know what is good and what is bad, we didn't care. We go into games, school games, we get on the bus, and the driver is very prudent, and then we tell the driver, everybody will go, beat it, driver, beat it. We died our worry. Beat it, driver, beat it. We died our worry, beat it. When the driver accelerate, and everybody in the bus, oh, you want kill, pour down. So, Liberians, let us not wish for something that we don't want. Be there, driver, be there, without our worry. No, don't die. You know, so let me say it again. A big thank you, because the entire world was watching when our own citizens were protesting everywhere, calling for United Nations, the world, not to help Liberia, because they believe that some 16 billion lost. Beat it, driver, beat it. We died our worry. But when they can't speak, they say, you want chaos. We are a country that guided by laws. We have a constitution. You see, in this room, the only person that not supposed to know the constitution are me. Because I'm the only person that don't know nothing. All of you are clever. But I can interpret the constitution Thank you. The only person that can interpret the constitution is supposed to be me. Because I'm the one that don't know nothing. All of you, your professor, your clever, your master's degree holder, what have you. But simple rationale. We have laws in the country. When people ask you to be patient, let the law take a course, that's the time you rebel. And you know, in any rebellious act, there's casualties. Your children are supposed to be leaders of tomorrow. You think jumping in the street are the best way. Oh, we need to change our attitude. One journalist wrote that 9 billion lost. Another one wrote 16 billion lost. Then the government said, okay, where's smoker, maybe fire there. So let us now ask those people that are responsible what happened. And we told you, relax. We are going to the international community because we don't want to be the judge at the same time. We want to ask our international partners to bring in forensic people, and bring FBI, and bring the ECWA, so they can help us to ascertain if it is true or not. But you get in the street, you calling for international sanction, the government that was in power, that had the right to print money, you don't have to sanction them. That we have not even put allocation to print money, that we don't want for the sanction. The government said, thank you, since we came, it's been 8 months. As the Senate as a House of Rep, if the proper government are ever ready to allocate money to come to the country, we couldn't forget. You forget to know that the issues I was senator before, and the records on the books that even the money, the first money that allocated, I refused to sign. And the only reason I refused to sign is not because I wanted Liberia to suffer. No. I believe that campaign coming, it was not the right time to print money. You want to move the mutilated money from the market. You want to bring in money. You can use that money until the campaign finish. When new government comes, you can print money. On that basis, I did not sign. The second one, they were looking for a resolution. Some of my colleagues signed. Whether it was legitimate, I don't know, but I did not pen that paper. So, what I'm saying to you, since the issue came out, the best way to do it is in a peaceful manner. It's not to tell people on the street, children got to go to school, people got to go to work, the country got to move, and then we jump in the street and say, our 16 billion loss, we want it. Job money we are, you pay your whole on 9th Street. When I started building homes there, hello. When we start building homes in the country, we were not in government. So we need to be careful. This is a government. We're not playing yet. Our international partners know we have meeting the other day. I told them every quarterly, the regional will have meeting to know our operations, to make sure that no one, even my Anna we are, will not temper with anything that Liberian people get. Because there's no need to. So we need to be careful. You ask for international sanction for money that lost. Now let me say something to you. Let's say something that hypothetically, we say that 16 billion was stolen. So if the country cheat is 17 billion, I have not a bogo, they get a continent, you put it in the pound. If the country cheat is 17 billion, how is that possible for someone to steal 16 billion? They talk about inflation of 250. You have 17 billion, somebody takes 16 billion? Come on now. Come on. We got to think, because, 1989, coming to December, I came for vacation when the president told me that he's closing the airport. It's the first time I cried. I never cried in my life before. My father died, I walked by the castle, I passed. I'd never cried before, but when they said that they're closing the airport, I asked why. They said, insurgency. Who? They said, rebel then coming. Who is the rebel? Liberians. Who are the rebels? Is it American coming to fight? No, our own people. Why? So if you have problem with the leadership, you think the best thing to do is to bring guns on your own people. We got to be serious here. We got to be serious. And it's not no joke. That's not joke. That's not joke. We are peacekeeping success. I said to the UN, we are peacekeeping success story. We are taking care of our own security. What we can do is to ask our partner to help our logistics so we can make sure that all our borders are secure. We can help to patrol. Because we're fighting global terrorism. And we here joking and we think that it's good. But now, if you look at the video, the same people that said 16 billion loss and the same people in the street running, say they protesting. What are the Liberians? What were you people? You should have been in the street. None of the people that say 16 billion law, they put themselves together in the street. The same people. But remember, the government functioned for 12 years. We were opposition. When we got in the street, they were shooting at us. People were dying. How many protests? Our human rights. We want a war because things was not good. But they took guns and ammunition against us. Just the other day, they went in the street. Police guarded them to exercise their franchise. Simply because we know within a country of law, everyone has the right. But your rights, don't abuse your rights. Make sure that when you go in the street, it should be because the information is factual. Do not go because it's rumors. The journalists, you know, it's sad. Just the other day, we're fighting the sound decriminalization so the journalists can have their right. But the fact that they have their right, they cannot say something that would damage the country. So those journalists that said that 16 billion loss and 9 billion loss, they're also going to be in the investigation. We're going to bring them to the investigation so they can tell us where the 16 billion go. There will be international people. We have our international partner, the journalists.
Well, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this occasion to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you for the level of support that you continue to give this platform. Again, I want to use this time to say thanks to each and every one of you who were able to celebrate with me in my birth anniversary. The 12th, that was yesterday, was my birthday. And all of you who posted, I want to say thanks to all of you. I appreciate all of you. I want to say thank you all for, sending the messages, the calls, and it was so wonderful. So for and on behalf of, the platform, on behalf of my family and all of, our family, both home and abroad, I want to say thanks to all of you. I appreciate you for all that you did, during yesterday's celebration. Thank you so much. May God richly bless you. To, my family, the CDC family, I want to say thank you so much for celebrating with me. I appreciate you and thank you so very kindly. Thank you. Fellow Liberians, time is not in our favor. But again, we have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to continue to inform you about what is obtaining in Liberia. I play you a video and you listen to His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Let me just bring you something here for you to
the information that the girl that 16
and hear it for yourself. Okay.
Thank you. Delivery, I prefer coming to the author. Because
so I want you to listen to this.
God listen to who saying the truth or who telling lies. You see,
thank you so much, Nelson.
You know, when we're young coming up, the rationale in our thinking to know what is good and what is bad, we didn't care. We go into games, school games, we get on the bus, and the driver is very prudent, and then we tell the driver, everybody wake up, beat it, driver beat it, we died our worry, beat it, driver beat it, we died our worry, beat it. When the driver accelerate, and everybody in the bus, oh, you want kill, pour down. So, Liberia.
I want to pause right here. I know you're listening to this particular parable that His Excellency President Dr. George Weah gave. It's something that all of us coming up as, kids, we did. Community league, we going out, or even school game, we in the car, and we died I worry. President Weah made that statement in 2018. What prompted that statement? The opposition at the time, led by the Unity Party, Joseph Boakai, they concocted lies. They put together mis and disinformation. And they told the Liberian people that President Weah stole $16 billion while President Weah was out of the country on a foreign mission at the United Nations, asking the world to work with Liberia, pleading on behalf of Liberia and Liberians that there is a need for our international partners to see Liberia and help Liberia where she is. When President Weah was at the United Nations giving a progress report about Liberia, telling the world where we are as a people and as a nation, thanking the world for intervening in our election and giving us the peace, and telling the world that, look, we are competent, we are able, we are ready. With your help, we can move forward as a nation. Joseph Boakai and others, they were in Liberia asking the United Nations not to listen to President Weah. They were asking the United Nations to put sanctions. They were calling Liberia a failed state because President Weah was the president. They used propaganda and they were all over the place. They claimed that they had international connections. So they were using those international connections to strangulate the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Weah. These people in a broad daylight, they lie. They say all kinds of things. While President Weah was on the stage, making the case for Liberia, a Liberia that was failed under Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf herself confessed that easy, everything scattered. The Liberia that these people corrupted the system, people like Joseph Boakai confessed and said we squander resources, that the Liberia President Weah was projecting out there to the Osa war and asking for help. But Joseph Boakai didn't work. The people who say they finish eating all the how you call the benefit, the people who say they squander opportunity, while President Weah was out there making case for Liberia and asking the world to help Liberia, the man who damaged the country, the man who said we're off, that they squander resources, they were there saying, no, you must help her. Hey, you must help her. Hey, we will not agree. You must help. No help more come to Liberia. Fellow Liberians, you see the level of hate that was projected by Joseph Boakai and his likes against the Weah-led administration. So President Weah was reminding them, no, don't say Bile, Java Bile. Don't say destroy it. Don't ask the international community to not help Liberia. It's not about me. It's about the poor people. And he was telling them, like we can say when we're small, Bile, Java, Bile. When he died, he said Java more, drive recklessly. President Weah was telling them, no, we should not go to the international community and ask the community to ban Liberia, to do this to Liberia. They did not listen. They fought him as if he has committed the most egregious, the most heinous crime you can ever think about, only because he became president of the Republic of Liberia through a democratic, peaceful means. And because it was not them, so they said, let's destroy Liberia, let's tear it, not us. We are the political gurus. We win. So therefore, we are who come from the football field shouldn't win. Let's spoil it. They damage it. Today, fellow Liberians, these people are there. Let's look at their report cards. But on this note, I want to welcome my own brother, Jake. Jake, I want to say welcome to you, Chief. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, Brother Prince. And once again, always salute and respect to the followers. So I will always give my compliment to the followers because because of the follower we are here. Your help to share the video. Sharing is free. Respect to you people. Thank you for everything, Prince.
Thank you so very kindly, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. Today, our attention is drawn on something very, very chaotic. You know, the last time you
You
spoke
mute?
about this issue, eh? The last time you spoke about this Yeke
Yeah,
issue,
yeah, go ahead.
and I want us to talk about it today. Let it be our opening topic. I know you are very straight. You shoot your shot and said, for you, it's not a cup of tea. You know, it's not something that people should worry about. The people who created their devil, their whatever, let them deal with it, however they want to deal with
But
it.
you breaking in smooth. You breaking in smooth.
Okay, but then anyway, but we'll get it. We'll get it set up. We'll get it set up. I think, yeah, your end too is a kind of delay from your end. Yeah, it's a kind of delay from your end too. But anyway, we'll get it. We'll solve it. So at the end of the day, you said that your issue, you don't get nothing to do with the Yeke. Whatever Unity Party wants to do to him, they can go ahead and do it to him. Whether they want pulling down, they want suspending, they want to do this, they want to do that, they can go ahead and do whatever they want to do to him. But some of us are saying it is not about Yeke. It's about the peace of the country. It's about protecting our rights to be able to condemn, criticize, and objectively hold government feet to the fire. Our fear is that the way this government is proceeding, they are putting fear in people to ensure that people does not question them. It's a fear tactics that they are using to think that, well, we will intimidate these people and others will back down. Today, Joseph Boakai has been successful in empowering lawmakers to say, let's move Yeke. Yeke will not be there. Let's move Yeke. Let's move Yeke. We have urgent and pressing issues that the nation is faced with. As I speak to you, you know, our borders, our people are living in fear. The towns and the villages along the border with Guinea, 26 plus villages, the people have left from those villages and they are in the butchers. They have left from those villages, they ran away and they are in different areas. The lawmakers that should be very, very concerned when you look at the function of some of these people, they should be these people. One of their function is to ensure that they draft, they debate, and they pass laws that will govern the country. These people responsibility, their representation, to represent the interest of the people, to be concerned of their constituents. They're supposed to be concerned about what is happening in the country because their people elected them to speak on their behalf, to see on their behalf, to talk on their behalf. These people have oversight responsibility to monitor, to evaluate the actions of the executive, to ensure to ensure accountability, to make laws, to ensure that they promote the policy that will foster economic growth and society development, to assist the citizens with issues relating to government services and policy. If the people, for example, you get clean in the other area, they see how best they can be able to engage the executive. My brother, I am afraid that these people have abandoned their responsibility and duties. While their constituents are living in fear, here are the idiots. And yes, I'm very deliberate with this word. I mean, the idiots. Here they are. They're celebrating here. Let it hear.
It's our friend. The more we are together, after we
These are the idiots that were elected as lawmakers to represent us, to be able to speak for us. The nation is at a standstill as I speak to you. Thousands of our people have left their homes. They are in the butchers. Some of them have gone to squat with other friends. The issue is still there, as you and I are talking. But here, these idiots, the more we are together, and my friend and your friend, and they are celebrating. These people are not calling the executive to say, hey, something is going on. Executive, we have given you a responsibility to protect the integrity, the borders of our nation. There are other people who are encroaching on our country. What is going on? These people now should be calling, for example, the Minister of Defense. They should be calling the President to answer the question, why is it that he is not protecting the people? Why is it that the people's rights have been infringed upon by another country and nothing happening? But these people then doing that, sit down and talking about suspending somebody. My brother Jake, I want to hear from you. These people that you are looking at, my brother, how do you classify their actions? Are these people really in the interest of the Liberian people? Are they really representing the Liberian people? Are these people concerned about what is happening to the Liberian people? Do they have the people agenda? Are they really, are they carrying on their responsibility? What you think about these people? Let's hear from you, my brother Jake. Welcome.
Prince, thank you. I like this topic. And to the followers, you are here to share this video. Prince, the video you showing in the legislature, the first branch of government, a reality, Prince. You know, I don't joke when I'm talking my thing here. They are robbers.
I'm sorry,
Let me say something to you, Prince. The Unity Party.
Hello? We are getting some delay from your end. Hello, Jake? Okay, so we are getting some delay from our brother Jake end. Yeah, we are getting some delay from his end.
But you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, you are good now. Yeah.
Okay.
You were why you said these lawmakers, I know you want to say they're rubber stamp or so.
They are rubber stamp.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me say something, Prince. The most
Wow. It's like we are.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you are,
Hello?
coming in broken. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think
There's gonna call or so.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah,
You can hear me now?
Yeah, we're getting you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
No, my internet. You can hear me now?
Yeah, we're getting you. Yeah.
I said, I'm a sharpshooter. I will say raw. Me, I don't back down. Because the country belongs to everybody. They are rubber stamp legislature. They don't have the span anymore. You see, if you look at the president, the way they start of governing now, if you really look at it, put all pieces together, they govern the country as a dictator, the president. They may say two signals and 2 or 3 signals to the Liberian people. The guys were in opposition. They knew what they did. We play video with Stanton there. They calculated everything. Today they get a realm of power now. They grasp on power. I always tell people they will never want to relinquish power. Or in the corridor, they saying it. Thomas Father, then today they saying it. Taylor name, all of them that are playing. Because they don't want for CDC to come back to power. But this guy, they are being hijacked, the legislature. You know how they being hijacked, Prince? It's easy. Liberian people, the whole monetary system in our country is controlled by these guys. The CBL, if for Lofa, Kafuan from Lofa, the president from Lofa, all the hierarchy. So they're scared because anything they do, they will not get them paid. Let me tell you that the only thing that are left land down there. So they would never, during George that time, they were woke up. They staged protest upon protest, they did a lot of things. But United Party, they did two things in the country. The first thing now they get the Liberian people to put fear in the people. They brought Gregory Cuomo to unleash in Grand Cape Mount County. When the people were protesting for some benefit and other things, they killed them. And the second one, they decided to take off on Atikofa. What they did to the legislature, they beat them. They brought police. Why the police ought to be afraid of the legislature? The police silent the legislature. It never happened before. Any country that legislature, any country that police boss will be sacked. They let it play down. They play it down. Today, people fear in all of them. So they don't have the span. So that all I see, who say they care about the Liberian people? No. They want that money. Anything they do, look at South Foco, then what they doing to South Foco in the country? The opposition group. Yake caught over too. You don't get the benefit for district number 10. Because Gaffer will not give them the money. That's the plan. And you got to live as a human being. Financially, you got to survive. So if you cannot survive financially, you got to play to that game, that rhythm, to that drum, that what exactly going on to the country. Nothing else happening. The Unity Party now ruling the country as a dictator. Let me tell you today, that reality is part of that playbook. Like, while I tell people, you must read the Unity Party playbook. The party of violence. They're not tolerance. Then the heavy violence. They call for them to kill people. They are proving it. To get grace on power, they will do it. They didn't care. But they will never develop. That's the policy. It can never develop. Nothing has changed. Ellen, that playbook, a long-time playbook. Ellen Johnson Sally, they all know the playbook. You think Ellen had ace in your favor? She could change the Liberian constitution and run the game. But the only thing why she never did it, because the United Nations was on the ground. Let me tell you, they had the security forces on the ground that were protecting the Unity Party. When the security forces left, now Georgia took the mantle of authority, and he empowered now. They brought the CEO guys that were working within the first Unity Party. You can see the writing on the wall, Prince. That while I say it will be a tough time for them to relinquish power. In the whole corridor of the country, who the people fear? Nobody else they fear besides George Weah. I tell people here, that's the only man standing. If George Weah not standing in the Unity Party against the Unity Party rule, Unity Party will rule the country for another 30 years. A reality. A reality. So the legislature didn't get spun, print a reality. They didn't get a spun. They would never question the executive branch of government. They would even never question the judiciary. A lot of people have gone to that legislature. They subpoenaed them. They brought them in. They're just black. Look at confirmation hearing that the people you don't know that the rubber stamp. During the John Weir time, the late Zoli Zodi, I said, Oakland statement here, was seeing things outside of the country. They never allow the confirmation. But they work that girl, the Fatima girl, that lie on an oath concerning your credential. If you lie on an oath in a country, this will confirm her. They confirm her. So, sorry, Prince, the legislatures are rubber stamp, serious rubber stamp. They don't have the span. They don't have that backbone. So they will dance to the tune of the Unity Party because why? They want money. Majority of them that what they depending on to survive in the country. That we are poor nation. A reality.
You know, this is what I want to say to you, right, my brother Jake.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boakai does not determine the direction of our democracy. That would be the saddest mistake that Boakai and whoever that is associated with him will ever make in Liberia. Boakai does not determine the direction of our democracy. This democracy today that we are enjoying, there were people who died for this democracy. Blood was spilled on the soil. 250 plus thousand Liberians. Some directly involved in politics. Some know, in fact, the large majority knew nothing about politics. We can show you pictures of babies who died. We can show you pictures of people who have never even seen the executive mansion who died in defense of this democracy for us to have it. My brother, gone are the days an individual, because you think that you are the president or you are here or you are there, that you think that you can turn the wheel of our progress. If you think that you can tamper with our democracy, we can tamper with you and whoever that is associated with you. We can do that. You know, I said something here and people must understand. What Boakai is doing, he is only igniting the anger of the Liberian people. That's what Boakai is doing. Look, Boakai is doing a very great work for 2029. Look, whether people believe it or not, 2029 is going to be a first round victory for the CDC. It's not negotiable. Look, Boakai, I like the way, you know, why in the shoe sometimes we get frustrated and say, why is it political party not talking? Oh, they're doing that. Oh, they're doing that. Look, Boakai is a failure. And all that he is waiting for or looking for is somebody who will say, hey, then he fall and say, and are you throw me down? You know, in our Liberian parlance, we say the old lady already went further. Then you go put your. But you further, what did you say? You said that you put your. Oh, my already went further, then you go put your. Where Boakai is, no, Boakai has lost his sense of governance as we speak to you. Look, Boakai is struggling. Everything is now working for Boakai. Everywhere that Boakai go, like you say, and I'll continue to make use of your word, Jake. Boakai has been blackballed. Nothing is working for him. So Boakai is looking for a way to put the complaint on a political institution. But one thing we've been able to do, and I want to say thanks to all patriotic Liberians. Look, we have given Boakai enough benefit of the doubt. The first year, nothing happened. The second year, nothing happened. He is in his third year. We are going to the fourth year. The fourth year of Boakai. Nothing is happening. The good thing that we have been able to do is that we have exercised restraint so that this man can prove himself. So he can prove himself. You know, when much younger on the field, so now you can see some men and say, yeah, but man, I can play, man. When the men say, oh, but it's not going to be done, and I score, talent, and I finish scoring. Especially those of us who can play good, we don't want to be putting more on our men. You know, man, you see, but look, yeah, man, that ball I can't supposed to break. Pour you in now. When they pour you in, then sometimes you start running up and down. Anyway, you see the ball going, you run this out. Anyway, you see the you run this out. When the coach now call you, you know there's so much training. The coach now call you, what are you doing? He said, but the man can't pass me.
Did the American pass me? Oh, you say you're going on a fee, you're going to go tinting, that you come. So the position that Boakai in now is like that. Boakai made enough noise and said that they have what it takes to make Liberia a better place. That's why he coined his message rescue, that they are able to rescue the Liberian people. So we have given Boakai an opportunity. What has Boakai rescued? What? His agenda. What has he been able to accomplish in his own agenda? Are you talking about the issue of security? Where are we with security? Very poor. No, I need not to talk much. Look at what is happening now with our borders. Look at what happened at King George, the massacre of our people. Just look at what is going on around us. So you talk about security, we are zero. You talk about agriculture. Where are we in agriculture? Where are we? Have you seen any improvement? They say somebody, okay, somebody now open some kind of late company now, you producing your own rep, you producing your own pan kind of whatever you producing our own pepper. Have you seen that? No. So the thing is, thank God that Boakai has been given this opportunity. And I want to say thanks to sometimes, look, let me be fair here. We get frustrated. We say, oh, opposition, they're not talking. Oh, the people, what you're doing. But look, I must also thank the opposition for giving Boakai what we call an unprecedented privilege of time for him to prove himself. According to our constitution, that's 6 years. 6 years, somebody's supposed to be there. My brother, if you can't do anything in your first 3 years, you can't do it again. You can't do nothing again. In your first 3 years, if you're not able to do anything solid and tangible, the other 3 years, you can't do nothing again. Nothing in Iowa. Nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
You can't do anything. And we continue to say, look, the international community don't trust this fool. The international community don't trust this crook. The international community don't trust this mafia. The international community do not trust this government. Because the people that are there, who told you the people you know their record? But Jake, Emmy, you were here when the international community conducted an audit and they said, under the Boakai government, they see Unity Party government, they said 68 concession agreement, nothing came for Allah. Everything was also bogus. And I mean, you were here yesterday when the international community they conducted their own research. No, and I mean, you say that the international people told us that 68 concession agreement, they were all bogus, they were all that so fiasco, so nyama, so fee, something the people brought. So the international community have weighed these people long. They get the people record, my brother. The records of these criminals are in the hands of our international partners. They get it. So all the thing that we're doing is just like somebody say we're adding icing on the cream, but the people get their records. Look at almost all of these people. Are they not the same people who worked in the government yesterday of Madam Ellen Justice Elite 12 years? One of my men can say, if you not do nothing yesterday, that today you will do nothing. If yesterday you were given the opportunity where all of the money were coming in.
That they seem that the old one they put in new bottle.
Thank you very much, my brother. That is it. The old one they are putting
in new bottle. The old one,
what is even
the
more
old one they put in
brother,
new bottle. The other day.
That's good. What is even frustrating is these lawmakers that are supposed to say no. We will speak on behalf of our people. We will do what we are supposed to do. Unfortunately, they have become beg balls of the executive because most of these people.
But print that video you play. The video you play. All the lawmakers they from Lofa.
No, the lawmakers
all are from different countries.
They're from different countries. They're from different countries. I see Riverside man here. They're from different countries. These are the lawmakers. Look, sadly, these
people. But other than part of the Unity Party, is it?
Look at them. Look at them.
It's my friend. My friend is your friend. The more we are together, the happier we will.
These guys are disgraced. Your people are attacked. The nation is being besieged by another nation. You see, my friend, your friend, your friend. How these guys will not sing? Because they don't have integrity, my brother. They don't have integrity, like you said.
Wow.
These people, small money follow
They
their
play
armor.
funnel elaborate. They got to play
Small,
funnel
they great
elaborate
people.
people.
The people in that time, the people see you and because they believe
Wow.
that, oh, it's like people do. They will not do nothing. A nation that is under attack, democratically, we are under attack. That our land have been besieged by another nation. Lawmakers who should be questioning the executive. Say, Lord, Mr. Executive, come here, Mr. President. It is your responsibility, your duty to protect this land.
Hmm.
We have given you that authority. We have given you that power. We have given you that right in order for you to be able to defend the land. What is going on? These idiots, they are not calling the executive to book. They are not checkmating the executive,
Hmm.
but they are singing my friend, your friend, my friend. No, they are not asking Joseph Boakai, what happening? They say they're jumping behind your care. As if when Yeke is impeached today, that one will put job on that one will provide 70,000 jobs. Doesn't even agree whether Yeke is impeached whatever time. When Yeke is impeached, that one will make a Guinean to run away. They'll go back to Guinea and they will not take our land. These people are heartless beasts. That's who they are. These people, they are heartless. They don't care about the people. These people now should be discussing. Look, some of these people now should be at that particular hostel for almost 10 hours answering questions. These people should be mandating some of these people to take immediate intervention action to ensure that our people are given the opportunity. Look at what is happening. Get loud, make them singing, your friend, hey, my friend. They calling them back for them to print money. My brother, these people are disgrace. These people, they have lost their sense of direction. And you can't blame Joseph Boakai too much. Because the man is a criminal. Man the man already is a crook. A finished crook. We know him, he's a crook. The man said it. But our own sons and daughters who are supposed to be ensuring that this man is checkmate. They have abandoned their duty. When they see money involved, no. Okay. They will do whatever they will do. These people have lost their integrity, my brother. And it's sad. Joseph Boakai received a communication from the executive mansion saying that Joseph Boakai is traveling to Ethiopia. According to Joseph Boakai, he's going to Ethiopia to strengthen our bilateral relationship with Ethiopia.
You going where?
He's going to Ethiopia. Ethiopia.
Ethiopia?
Yeah. That's the information from
Oh my God.
the executive mansion. Joseph Boakai is
To
traveling
do
to
what in
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia now? To do what in there again? For what in again?
Let me just bring it here. Executive mansion. Let me bring it here so that we can read it quick to our people who are following. Again, fellow Liberians, welcome to all. Yes, yeah, we have here. Say for immediate release, President Boakai departs Liberia for official visit to Ethiopia, April the 13th, 2026. Executive Mansion, Monrovia. President Joseph Boakai Sr. departs Liberia this morning for an official visit to the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, following an invitation from His Excellency Abiy Ahmed Ali, Prime Minister of Ethiopia. The visit scheduled for April 14 to the 15th, 2026 is aimed at strengthening the long-standing bilateral relationships between Liberia and Ethiopia and will provide an opportunity for high-level discussions on bilateral, regional, and international matters of mutual interest. President Boakai is accompanied by a high-level delegation including Madam Sarah Besro Nyanti, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Brigadier General Retired Geraldine Janet George, Minister of National Defense, Mr. Samuel Kofi Wood, National Security Advisor, Augustine Kane, Senior Advisor, Dr. Lila Mapoyon, President of the University of Liberia, Madam Ora Riches, Ambassador at Large, Mr. Daniel Osando, Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, Ministry of Information. While in Addis Ababa, President Boakai is expected to hold meetings with Prime Minister Abiy and other senior Ethiopian officials, focusing on deepening cooperation across key sectors. In the absence of President Boakai, Honorable Samuel Estitikwa will chair the cabinet in consultation with the vice president and the vice president. President Boakai is expected to return to Liberia on April 16, 2026. Some blah 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 and stuff like that. My brother Jake, from you, Joseph Boakai is leaving Liberia to Ethiopia, according to him on a web. What significance has this on our country? What significance has this on the lives of the ordinary people? Have we had any issue? I mean, the relationship between Liberia and Ethiopia, has it been sour at any point in time? Let's hear from you. What do you make of this listing? We see a long array of government officials attending that particular meeting. Let's hear from you. What do you make of this?
Prince,
Hmm?
Prince, sorry for laughing, but the Unity Party, with all the great connection they get, Joseph Boakai said passing around African country, while African country to fighting to the West, fighting the Western world to get help for their own country, where they will get where Ethiopia the Prince is laughable. It's seriously it's a Prince to tell you these guys is in disarray. They can just told the president to go here, you will go there.
Hmm.
If you really check, well check if you check ahead of them. That's why I will tell the followers here now. I said the internet is in your hand. Everybody gets smartphone. Google the trip to Ethiopia ahead of all of them before they lie on the social media, before they start breaking some other AR video, other thing. Go to the Ethiopian website. Go to some media institution. You will know about the visit. You will know the tangible of the visit, the reality. So I'm telling the followers here. I told people, I said that days are over. Where certain group of people used to come and cajole Liberian people. No, it's over now. We'll be ahead of them. While they're in Ethiopia or they flying to Ethiopia, we will come here and tell you the real reason of that trip because we'll go ahead of them there. Nothing hiding there. They get newspaper, they get news media. So we will go ahead of them. Why the real reason the president is going down there to meet the prime minister. But Ethiopia too looking for their own help too. They experience war too.
Hello? Yeah, we are experiencing some, glitches from his end, and that's the reason why we are experiencing some, delay from his end. But on this Ethiopia issue, my people, on this issue with the Ethiopia. Hello, Jake? Hello? 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 All right, so I think he is, experiencing some.
Yeah. My internet up and down.
Okay.
But you can hear me?
Yeah, getting you now. Yeah.
Prince, from the initial stage, I told you, I said the people have been blackballed. Liberian people be asking me, but what take me about black vote? They would never get tangible outside. Because I told you, the same game they play, Georgia get people in hard places. Top people in hard places. I told people Georgia is a darling ball from Liberia to the Western world. The reality. A lot of great leaders in the world, they love George Weah. They just surprised how the election turned around. George Weah was about to get billions of dollars to develop our country because the Liberian people, they pay attention to a lot of propaganda. These guys that were spreading propaganda all on media, social media, all that platform, newspaper in Liberia, they bought that story. And Georgia was later be angry because he believed that election should be won with total landslide. Areas then that should have won. When they were calling some of the places for the Unity Party, George Weah just decided to concede that election. But that election was not near. Actually, if you look at the tangible in the country, so you just let it go. But see the result today. Chris, you can hear me?
Yeah, getting you.
Okay. See the result today. Prince, they're taking taxpayer money there again to go travel on special plane to go. They're just going to spend money for nothing. Ethiopia have their own problem. Ethiopia too looking for money to face that country. They get huge population. So what kind of money Ethiopia will give Liberia? What kind of benefit? What kind of achievement we will do? We've been having a relationship with Ethiopia a long time. Since the Tottenham era, Samuel Doran era, Trouble era. It's not a new business, it's not a new thing. We've been having a heavy relationship with Ethiopia a long time ago. So the way they can say they will deep, every time they go somewhere, they deeping ties. We have relationship with Ethiopia long time ago. We recognize Ethiopia recognize us. So what's the special benefit? They just put a lot of people on plane taking taxpayer money while the country in deep trouble. People sleeping homeless in the country, no place, they breaking everybody home. So that for me, that trade, friends, I want to tell the followers here, you go ahead of them. You get your phone in your hand. You Google anything. You will know why the president traveling there. So the executive mansion West South, Kula for fun and them when I catch Liberian people again. So that trade will not gain any tangible reality. The person will come back. The only thing you will tell the press with deeping tab or with sign some contract in 2 years time they will come. All the travel, Indonesia, all the places the president passed, we're gonna benefit now. How many years now, Prince? 3 years now. The president have traveled a lot now than any other president in modern history, even in George Weah. George Weah says, yeah, the president finished beating George Weah's record for traveling. He finished beating a record. But all the promises the United Party used to talk about. You remember, let me remind Liberians here again. You remember how Unga, they came up with a lot of AR video, Liberians, people from Saudi, people from Kuwait, people from their places there. Liberians are feeling forgetting. The stage of AR with the Saudi flair, with the Kuwaitian flair, the Qatarian flair beyond then. What the Sheikh, they were not there. I went to Qatar. I know the Sheikh. I went to Dubai. All that AR video, Liberians. You can go back to all this area they can go see all that AR video. Where is the tangible? Where is the tangible? Nothing happened. They stage all the AR. I just giving you some story about it for Onga. Joseph Boakai, the main shot, the main tall, the Arab guys there. Let me tell you something here, Liberian. That why you don't know. We are on the Arab war. He have been blackballed. He owned the Arab war. One of the richest country in the Arab world, like Qatar, Saudi. So we're a friend to the emir of Qatar. A personal person with the American president. This is a new war. All of Java is in that club of them. They laughing. I want to explain some things there here. I know what I'm saying here. I'm a whistleblower. I know what I'm saying here. I know what billions of dollars the president should have received to develop our country. So we are only concentrating on infrastructure to develop our country, to put it to compare to other African countries. Because since 1847, we've been way beyond. So a lot of promises. That's why I said the United Party door. Joe was not an evil person. Joe wanted greatness for his country. But when it came to power, you see, that's a mistake the United Party. I will say on the platform here. I'm scared of nobody. That's a mistake they made. You know, when government transfer power, places like America, then Biden then transfer power, you can meet the new person to say, oh, they was in the making, they was in the making. Number billions of dollars was in the making. Java was sure of the second thing. So they came to power. You see that transfer of power? You see, Clamarie, we are doing this. Java wanted to help the Unity Party. Believe me, he thought the old man, when he helped before, the old man have changed. The reality I'm saying here now, like nobody wants to spend their beans, so I will spend their beans here today. Trevor was not even thinking that this Unity Party, when he transfer power, he said, but then a peaceful country here, that it will be peaceful. Everything will go good.
Please continue while I attend to something quick.
Yeah, it will be peaceful. Everything will go good. So, again, I'm a former president. I will meet Boakai will meet me. I will tell Boakai, we're in the prayer land for Liberia. Then the Unity Party can war after it. They can even use me to get the garden because I want for this country to develop. It's not about power. If this was because of power, Java will never relinquish power. A reality. But you want for the country to be to go different, to be developed. Who was since 1847, the oldest independent nation, the poorest. Healthcare, everything ruined. How you brought all the hospital and things then. But when the Unity Party started witch hunting, he kept everything in the closet. He muted himself. He said, okay. And they feel they smart, and they feel they clever. They were witch hunting, they get the connection. I will be silent. Then they go get that connection. 3 years now. What kind of domain unity? I don't know how to classify these people. How a president came to transfer power to your Liberians again. You must remember one thing again. Let me remind you, you're quick to forget. During the inauguration, when Boakai fainted on that stage, just go back to video. You want to look at the body language of George Weah on that stage. When the old man fainted, George Weah wanted to wake up to go to the old man rescue. Liberia sending you to video to tell you George Weah never had no malice against nobody. He wanted for the minute I look at the whole presidency, they were counting vote. He tell Kalasco, then you give me Boakai, now me concede. Boakai never expect about George Weah to concede. That's somebody that hate the country. You have to look at video Liberians. I say when Boakai almost to fit on that stage. You have to look at the fitting. You go look. I think you have to go to video today. You will see George Weah sitting outside Clamarie. We are wanted to wake up. That's it. That's the president down there. Well, one of the goodness of the United Party or one of good for Liberia. Let me have billions of dollars to come in the country because you never won an election. You can't carry.
Okay, so we are experiencing some, delay from his end. But this is it, fellow Liberians. On this issue of Boakai traveling to
You want to
Ethiopia.
back up? Not bargain, be bargain. We can work together, bring some people. I get government inclusion. Politics over now. Let's face this country. If you get some people that are smart and decent, they can work for him and government. That's why he never dance on nobody. But since they came to power, they started wish hunting everybody within the CDC. So all these promises, all these billions of dollars that should come to that should come to the new government, to the old government. You silence yourself. The whole thing scheming you also have priest. We're gonna dominate the United Party here, so they holding their own wish one. So everybody get left and beat at that. Today now they're hustling for themselves, and they've been black boy in the Western world. The boy is the darling of the West. I don't tell you over and over. They will not want grass getting here. He is the darling of the West.
So while we are experiencing delay from his end, on this issue of
Our need there for you.
on this
The
issue of
present Prime Minister of Italy, Meloni, the Jim.
we are experiencing some delay from his end. I think the internet is a kind of bit fluctuating from his end, and these things happen. We don't really have control over these things sometimes. They do happen like that.
No argue
But
United Party will have so. They're suffering. Then your president going to all Ethiopia looking for money. What billions of dollars?
thank you so much, my brother.
So Chris,
thank you so much. Thank you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I getting you. On this Ethiopia,
You can hear me
issue,
now?
right? Yeah, I getting you. On this Ethiopia issue, the first thing is let's look at the relationship between Liberia and Ethiopia. Whether be it in terms of,
You can hear me now, Prince?
Yeah, we are getting you loud and clear. You are loud and clear. So let's look at the relationship between Liberia and that of Ethiopia. Let's look at this relationship. The both country, as it relates to the economic tie, is very limited. It's very limited. It includes some level of, agricultural products and some other services, but it's really, really limited. I mean, the kind of economic activities between the both nations is more like limited. Yes, Ethiopia stood with Liberia in the past and continue to stand with Liberia, especially on international policy on missions and etc. etc. But like I said, it's very limited. Both countries, we are all members of the African Union, promoting what we call regional cooperation. Oh yes, Ethiopia historically have supported Liberia in various international forums. Yes, they have. They have that diplomatic relationship. It was established way back in the early 60s. In the early 60s, we established that particular relationship with Ethiopia.
You can hear me now, Prince?
It has been like that. Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm getting you. I'm getting you. Yeah, it has been like that. That relationship since the 1960s, it was established. It has been like that, fostering, political dialogue and etc. But like I said earlier, the economic tie very limited. They're very limited. I mean, between Liberia and that of Ethiopia is very limited. And one of the reasons why is that Ethiopia too, is kind of, it's kind of struggling. It's another struggling economy. They're trying to put their house in order and trying to see how best they can be able to, make some significant progress. So they too are faced with serious challenges. But our relationship have been good. Our relationship, as far as we are concerned, have been good. But this is what is happening. You see, when you have a government that don't know what their priorities are, Boakai do not know what his priority is or are.
He don't. He don't know his priority. Boakai don't know what is supposed to be first, what is supposed to be second, and what is supposed to be third. No, you don't know that. So you found Boakai and his gangster, they jumping all around the place. They are jumping all around the place. Boakai don't have an agenda. That arrest you see Boakai passing around with, Boakai don't even know what he is supposed to be implementing on that arrest agenda. Take that arrest agenda and ask members of the Unity Party, what have you been able to achieve from this arrest agenda? Or what are you implementing? What are the targets of this particular arrest agenda? They will not tell you anything from that arrest agenda. Nothing they will tell you. These guys have not been able to achieve even 0.1 of that whole arrest agenda. Nothing they have been able to accomplish from that arrest agenda. It's just like another paper that was written, just so they can say, okay, we get some kind of paper here that we call an agenda that we are going by. But nothing. Nothing they are going by. You talk about respect for the rule of law, nothing. And what even surprises me is that in this day, age, and time, while we are looking at a way that we can be able to resolve the international issue that we have on our hand, Boakai is taking money again, using money to go to Ethiopia. You have issues on your hand. You see, that's what I said. I don't know whether Boakai understands. Look, Boakai now travel to all the Western world or all the Western country that will help her. None of them getting fastened. That Ethiopia, who is also struggling, and they have their own
Prince,
issue that
I'm
they don't want to
cutting
even.
off. Prince, we've been friend Ethiopia long time. It's not a
No,
big thing. Told me how Hela Selassie they were friends.
sure.
They're from Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta Day. All these people that were bullied with the former president, our late president, and whether VS taught me Hela Selassie Day. All these renowned guys, and that relationship been there for long. Even the
For
Samuel Doe
long.
too. If you heard some kind of story before way back, and I was they saying in our corridor, I know say that our president is on Ethiopian, he's to admire this. I think he heard that story about the late Samuel Doha, what kind of relationship with Ethiopian people. So it's not a new thing. We'll be having relationship with Ethiopia. Right now, there's a new world order. Everybody looking for themselves. Every viable nation, they have a connection in in the Western world. This country that are richer than the other countries. Then, like where you gotta show your hope and things then to get something. Yeah, but now how much Ethiopia will give you? We're straight instead of deep in time. What kind of deep in time? We have that relationship long time. Even before Boakai became minister, long time. Like watching talk many time. We have that relationship. We still having that relationship. So as he said, I get taxpayer money to go and waste down there. Or they will come
Sure.
and lie again. They will talk about energy, they will talk about electricity, they will talk about different things. But Ethiopia too, at least they up there now. Infrastructure wise, Ethiopia on a heavy level.
Yeah, they are making
Num-
progress. Sure.
They on a heavy level too. They have huge population. You got to find something for the people also. They're not going to go borrow or lend like broad billions or dollars. Where they taking their from? And so
The people say they are struggling. I mean, relative to as far as trying to put resources together, trying to ensure that at least they have things going on for themselves. They are struggling. It's a struggling nation. Yes, they are getting on par and trying to see how best they can be able to do what they can do to uplift themselves. But they too they need help. They need help. So you using that money to go down there. Hey man, Mr. Boakai, you could have sent even the foreign minister down there with one or two person. Could have gone there, have some kind of late discussion, and then we move on. But you going there, Boakai, you going there, you know how much we're about to spend? That trip, you know how much it's going to cost? Again, this is something that is going to come from the Liberian people coffers. Money that should have been used on JFK. Money that should have been used in the education sector, in the health
but
sector.
but
That
why
late
you
Joseph
taking
Nima
but why
Boakai
even
used to.
taking the defense minister for? Why take the defense minister all on the trip? Why?
My brother, and I want we talking that Joseph Newman Boakai do not have a priority. I may not have a priority. He don't know what he is supposed to be doing. So Boakai is all around the place. Remember one time we explained that story about You know the football field when much young, they take you and put you on the football field. All you think is that anywhere you run or anywhere the football go, that the place is supposed to go.
Or
So you
Prince,
don't
you
have
want
a
travel there for
priority.
that? Why you on the trade? Then they impinge your get Koruba?
My brother, you know, my brother, the thing is, Boyka do not have a priority. Boyka do not have a priority. The thing we are saying over and over and over and again. So it's not a strange thing when you see Boyka behaving the way he is behaving. It's not strange. It's not strange. Boyka now, the man, the man is the life that he did not live when he was a young man. Now that he has become president, that's the life he's living. Moving from one place, traveling and being wasteful with the Liberian people resources. That's what Boyka doing. The life that he did not live. That's the life he is
I
not
think
living.
pretty guys and I told you maybe the women are in control. They can just set up their trade for him. Then they tell Gafan, they say this is a bill for us. Then Gafan pass it through the Minister of Finance. Then they say, yeah, we're hiring this plane here, we're doing this one. I think how they're doing it, they're doing the old man there for librarian, for them to tell the librarian people the old man is basic. But really what nothing tangible. Nothing tangible. We're having heavy inflation gulf the nation. Everybody discussing all prices right now. Energy prices going high up now. For you to think about how to reduce energy rate in your country, you're going to where Ethiopia, where war fighting all around Iran, America, then they only hustle and tussle right now, other countries now. For you to tackle the meeting, you're taking thousands of dollars, almost $500,000 to just fool yourself in Ethiopia in now. What?
No, but the thing is, Jake, what I don't really understand is that this man told us that he have friends in higher places. No,
Wait a
don't
minute.
believe me. Yeah, the man
But
told us
where?
that
Chris,
he
where
has
you get
friends
the
in
friends
higher
there? We don't see
places.
none of the friends there yet.
No, that the question now, my brother, we asking. That's the question now. Some of all we want to know. Let work right here. Let play this thing so that people can
But the
hear it
United
for
Party
themselves.
last thing that you will listen to.
Well,
Yes, Boyka.
you know,
Mhm.
I said for the first 100 days, no vehicle will be stuck in the mud
Yeah, is it? Boyka. I want you to listen keenly to Boyka.
on any major road.
There's Samuel Johnson is shaking her head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I said for the first 100 days, no vehicle will be stuck in the mud on any major road, and I mean it.
I
Simple.
mean it.
We know very well that we have good partners. That instead of asking them for money, we can ask them for equipment. Because roads are the prime for are part of our health program.
So we'll take our own time on this. Maybe
Yeah, I
we'll
like
finish.
the video you bring to the followers.
Boyka said the first 100 days, no car will be stuck in the mud.
I mean it.
And what he was talking about, he said he meant it at the time.
Yeah.
He has friends that he ain't going to ask for money, ask for equipment. But another seen Boyka men, they spend almost about 20 million to buy how you call yellow machine. And you see they how you call it,
Prince,
they see mafia.
Prince, I thank you for relaying this video. Now, what I told people on this platform, sorry, Prince, we don't preach propaganda here. We checkmating them because of the own statement they made in the past or the present. That's why we checkmating them. Yeah, he on platform now with Stephen Johnson and all these surrogate in now. All of they get a benefit, all of they working now, they are God for. You see it? You see them now?
So what Boyka told us, look, we played this video so that your brain can hear. This man told us that they don't need to worry. They need to go and ask for money. According to him, he got friends. And
That will
these
bring
friends are
equipment.
able to bring this equipment. But how come now the man here, where say the friend that will bring equipment, then we just buy a yellow machine for almost $20+ million, some in Africa, some in Sierra Leone, they all over the place.
But so,
Bro,
Prince,
how
let me
come
ask you too. Prince, let me go there to you. Prince, so that friend is send them the machine for free. Then he cajole la people to take taxpayer money from them.
my brother,
Oh, but Prince can answer.
the man get friend. No, listen, but the thing is serious. That what the man said. That he for his own mouth. Let it hear. That for his own mouth.
Well, I said for the first 100 days, no vehicle will be stuck in the mud on any major road. And I mean it. Simple.
You see that?
We know very well that we are good partners.
Mm.
That instead of asking them for money, we can ask them for equipment. Because roads are the prime for are part of our health program.
So according to the man, he said he get friends, good partners. Instead of asking them for money, we ask them for equipment. But let me ask you this question, Jake. Have they men ever asked for any equipment in the health sector?
No.
But let's lead a road business. Let's lead maybe
Yeah.
road two more. Let's lead road. The last time this man came to America, he said they were carrying continuum of medical supply to Liberia. My brother Jay, what happened to that particular ship that was coming?
The ship
I remember since
17 alone.
You see, look, my people, look, these are the signs. We told you ever said these are old video. That old video, yeah, so not yesterday video. These are old video, and we talk on this. We are just re-echoing this. This man said he got friends. Instead of asking for money, they will ask for equipment. Okay, let's leave the road one side. Has this man asked for example, the DNA machine? The last time you and I can recall here, the police director told that DNA machine spoiled. But after the man get friends. So a friend can't even get a DNA machine, my people. Dialysis machine, a friend they can give it to us.
They get a
So
news
small,
when they get a news one all in Europe
use
yet.
one day all over. You see how they paper croak us to allow people here see.
But you know what I like that? You know what I like all this clip?
No.
These are all the campaign clips in the year that they large. They large. Tell Jeremiah Pierre, he will got a benefit, information mentor, Stephen Johnson, at the RRA, all of them, they rewarded them. They came on a platform, live, bring the old man dressing up.
Sure.
Say all the lie to the Liberian people, they bought this lie. And the guys that were all on platforms spreading the gibberish in the last year. He get first in top places, not need money.
Miata family then all year. The woman that collected how you call inaugural money. Up to now, we didn't get it. Let's play.
That one I inaugural money today. Where they pay our retirement.
Let's play some of this for our people. Let's listen to him.
So that every major road to the Saudis, to Lofa, to whatever, that we have enough equipment to open up those roads. And even when possible, some of those bad paths, regular bad paths, you can even put cement there.
Now, Jake, you and I were discussing this the last time. The papa say 100 days or the bad part, everything will be okay. You and I were discussing that the last time Brandon J. Samuka appeared on their own radio station. You can call it Radio Kigali. The man says some of the yellow machine, you can't go to some of these counties because the road ain't not correct. So what happened, Jake?
Pray.
Brandon Samuka appeared, he said some of the place, the bridges are not correct. They can't carry the yellow machine there.
Pray, let me say something to the followers here. Let me just say something to them short here. Let me say it's short that they will agree with me. Listen, all that yellow machine, they lie to the Liberian people in broad. Let me tell you now, Liberians, let me tell you, they are all second-hand yellow machine. Let me give you one story here. Let me give you a story here, Liberians. I'll ask anybody in the world. I live in car factory, Belgium. Most of the cars in Europe here that shipped to Africa. Let me split the beans here. What a lot of people don't know. Most of them are Prince. Most of them are accident car. They potty them. They carry them to serious garage. Prince, when they potty this car, you see it. They put plastic, everything on it. You will see that new one. Majority here that accident car. Second-hand car that is dumping to Africa. I just saying it here now. Nobody can even debunk it here because I live here. I live in part of the something here. I know about it here. So most of the thing, you see why Brahmika finish. Let me tell you, some guy throw them on the bus, praise. He threw them on the bus. Everything concerning the Unity Party is fake. Because they don't value the citizen of the people of Liberia. Look at why the bosses Liberians.
You
We
see, Coach, I'm coming
downplayed
to ask
that
you
bosses
this
now were
question.
all twisted. All that Tata bosses they brought were all second hand. They put these old bosses. They get people name, they recycle these bosses and ship it to Africa. That where the wicked group of people went to do to the Liberian people. They are they let me ask you Liberian people. You have calculate real yellow machine, new, brand new from Caterpillar or other places. You think that chicken cheese? You think that chicken cheese, what is it, will bring 200 for it? You think that $20 million? Are you a novice? You don't think out of the box. The people can join you to the election period. Yeah, we're displaying all our last thing here. Premise Samuka join it on the bus, praise. Let me tell you something. Why Bomo Samuka join it on the bus for? He get future. He want to become senator in Lofa County beyond Boakai. Pray, let me tell you something. You think Bomo Samuka never worked with Joseph Boakai? He worked with him. He was defense minister on Eddie Johnson Selly. He knows Boakai. He knows Boakai. Then, let me tell you something. I said the Unity Party is divided. You think that Joe? Bomo Samuka come from the wing of the Ellen Johnson Salif, the Mo Ali, all these guys. They come from the wing of the Ellen Johnson Salif. Who said they pay too much respect to Boakai? They know what Boakai is. They knew who Boakai was during Ellen time when he said he was an old car parking. Why Ellen never trusted Boakai? Pray, I'm going to answer the question. Why she had affiliation with George Weah? Head of the Unity Party have affiliation with George Weah. When she went to break ground in Nima County, what she take along on her breaking ground ceremony? The standard bearer of the CDC, George Weah, escorted her during that groundbreaking ceremony. Why she never took this man? Because she knew that this man would never develop. This man would never change code. Let me tell you, nobody know Joseph Boakai and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and the surrogate of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in the Unity Party at that time. Who say even police director knows him. The present police director knows this man, but he just do the daily job for him because no way out. If you sit down, if you ask real, and the police RG leave that country, you ask him, you will tell you reality. But right now, they're dancing to the wheel. Watch, Prince. I tell you, something here, you're watching. Next year, let the guys they go 4 years into his government. If most of them not resign, I will never come on the platform. I said 4 years in the Unity Party, most of them will resign because they believe they get future of that country. Why they're not resigning now? Because it's too early. Nobody will let you resign in 2 years to 3 years. You gotta look for a lot of money for you and your family. After 4 years and a half, most of them will be sufficient. They don't care for that balloon 1 year or that balloon 2 years. They can live that life. They can open business and do other things. Then they will invest that money. But for now, they will never talk. That's why the Unity Party, most of these guys are not talking. You think they want to be buried with Boakai? Prince, you think they got to be buried with Boakai? What's the game? The game will change. The game will change by 2028, 2027 to 2028.
I
They
mean,
know.
Sure.
there's no need for vehicles to be. The road construction right here at Benchi, every county used to have at least an engineer with some workers living in the capital for road maintenance. That's a policy we have to reinstitute because we are paying much more for little.
You listening to Boakai? They are paying much more for little. During his opposition year, Boakai told us that they were coming to cut down because they are paying too much for little. But here is a Brandon Samuka is asking for $54 million to be able to maintain machine. My brother Jake, is this not a contradiction? The
Big
man who said you are
contradiction.
coming to come cut things down, you are coming to come make sure that they spend small money and get enough. But Brownie Samuka machine not even start yet. He asking for 50, you got something thousand, something $1 million just for to maintain machine. You know, in the business world, right? Anything that you know that you will invest into that will give you, for example, difficulties, or that you will spend more money on maintaining, you will never want to put your hand inside. You never want to buy. You never want to spend money, even the cars. Why is it that when we go buy a car, I mean, you look for a car that is very, you know, economically is effective, you know, as far as the consumption level is concerned, you know, as far as direction and safety and everything is concerned? Is because you don't want to just keep spending money at the end of the day that will exceed what you take to buy it. Nobody want to buy a car that, for example, within less than 1 year, you will be able to spend double the price of the money that you used to buy it. Nobody will want to. So look at this government that told us that they were coming to work and see how best they can reduce and they will spend money wisely. Look at how they are spending money. Look at how foolish these people are spending money. Boakai took all these men and said they're going to Ethiopia. They're going Jordan, I said, to Ethiopia. These men have used the Liberian people money wastefully, traveling from one end to another end, and up to now, we have not gained anything from his travels. Nothing. We've been able to gain from his travel. The last time they left from here, they said they were going to France. They said they were going to Dubai. Oh, they're going there to go touch 13 relationship. They go 13 relationship. Up to now, they stay 30. They move from there. The people who get money, they say, oil money, Arab money, where rounded that. They ain't give you anything. You move from there, you go to Ethiopia. You carry the people money again to Ethiopia. No, is this not foolishness? The people who say they will spend money wisely, no, that's not us saying it. That Joseph Newman Boakai, listening to him again, that's not we saying it here. That Joseph Newman Boakai himself saying it. That they must be able to use money
in the
listen,
capital for road maintenance. That's a policy we have to reinstitute because we are paying much, much more for little.
yeah, they pay much more for little. Now, when you talk about somebody paying much more for little, for example, Joseph Newman Boakai spending thousands of dollars on this trip. What is he getting from there? So when Joseph Newman Boakai tell you that we are spending too much or plenty of money on little, these are some of the things. You spend the Liberian poor money, go to Ethiopia. What are you going to get from there? When one or two person could go, why is it that this government is not? Look, the guys are so insensitive to the extent that they didn't get time. They just using the Liberian poor money like that. Like song on a Nigerian music where is it? Oh God, they chop and wasa wasa. They just using money like that. Oh yeah, my brother Jay, it's serious. Oh, they think it's a serious thing.
Oh God.
I thought this man supposed to have sense that look, you don't just spend money wastefully. Why this man is so wasteful? Why? Now you can see why this man, after he left the vice presidency, he was living on loan. Now you can see it. Because this man has no priority. You are a president. You talk about we must be able to spend money and get more results. But look at the money that he's spending on all of these trips. What are you getting? Listen to him.
For example, you take a place like Lofa, you used to have engineers and technicians. They had public work had their own garages there to maintain it. And it didn't cost much because the equipment
Yeah.
was there. When the road is getting bad, they go there and fix them up. And sometimes the whole payroll for a county wasn't more than about $150,000 a year. Today, you take contractors to fix the same road, they charge you $40,000 a kilometer. And after 2-3 months, you're going back to it.
Now, you see, Boakai, this man, I want to, because time have caught up with us. I want to, Sonny.
No, if that test, if you finish that test, that Thomas Fowler story, if we're going viral, we cannot leave it. No,
This
we cannot
man
leave
is
it.
saying-
We're dressing for 15 minutes. We're dressing for 15 minutes.
This man is saying that we have engineers all around the country that can maintain. We don't need to spend plenty of money to face rule. But the last time I can recall, Joseph Newman Boakai took our $22 million, gave it
Yes.
to Giddings, the public works
Giddings.
minister, for them to go face mud. Up to today, that money there, no hay, no tea inside.
You see
According to
it?
him, he say they need much to fix road. But as far as we are concerned, I know the road that Boakai is fixing.
Yeah, with 22 million out
I've not seen the road that Boakai fixing.
of contradiction.
Look, this man
Wow.
is a pathological liar and a complete BM, so to speak. But you talk about this Tomofala issue. I want us to play this.
They just brush on that. Just
I want
we
us
can
to
take
play
long
this,
on it,
and
but they
we
just
just,
brush on it.
brush on it, and then we
Yeah,
might
because
talk about it more maybe by
the
tomorrow.
interview,
But let's listen to this.
everybody putting you more
Appear,
on you.
yeah, he appeared, and these are some of the things that he said today. Let me just play this.
Why you should not have left.
So you see what it did now? They allowed that place to slip off their hand because they want to push away our young generation, our folks, our junior comrades, our friends, our parents in the telling you, y'all go home. Y'all leave this place. Because the new party headquarters doesn't represent our people, the CDC. And my friends know what I'm talking about.
You say
And that's why I'm building that headquarters.
friend?
That's why it's going to be a law friend. Mark it, write it down. That place is going to be a corporate area. But go look at the party, the place they constructed.
It's why you should not have left.
So you see what it did now?
I know there are many statements that he made, but Jake, let's hear from you.
The
Tomofala
main one that going viral,
is
that the one when he said Joey I'm go sit down with family and his children
yeah.
or his grandchildren. Then why he in the arm of the Unity Party, or 82 years old man, are fighting to go for re-election. And why they came, everybody won't bury him. You see, so, like he get like let Tifa take his KOK says something on social media, everybody following, they say, let the put Tifa brain in a chicken or in a bread, he will go backward. Because bread can fly so. They contradicting themselves. President, you play or we just talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
it.
Yeah. That is video that going viral.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Prince. You know what I say? The way I got to saying this thing, all the apostles, Liberians, sedition, followers. Now you seeing everything playing right now. Prince, not knowing all this guy, Prince, let me say to the followers here, the guy's a serious trouble guy. He more than Joseph Boakai. If the guy hold to power, great power, if the guy became even speaker, if the guy became speaker, he will be the worst speaker in Liberian history. The reality. I'm saying it here now. Not knowing these are the guys that was leaking information within the CDC to the Unity Party, to Joseph Boakai. Prince, the guys they call the apostle. If you can play apostle, apostles are learning something. These are the guys. Some of father then, they were in bed with CDC, enjoying from CDC because I have a serious travel lineage. The guy seriously traveling. He's a travel guy, deep cold, like Joseph Boakai. Let me tell you, the guy, he was leaking. Now I know now. When yeah, Georgia dress so he wearing the shoe here. They will pray task that the guy was leaking all the information now to Henry Costa and all that sorry getting today. You can see the writing on the wall like Liberian. Put your pieces together. Put your pieces. Now knew the guy was within the CDC, but he had hatred within himself for George Weah. The men are talking from the playing field. Like shooting up. That the men were going to be the replacement of George Weah in the future. This guy. The liars then. We're giving a benefit today. But look at the video language Liberians. Me, I will go there. You know, Tomofala, all the money he get, he younger than George, but he looking old than George Weah. Liberians. Look at the man, he's not happy. Let's say, Prince, you can never usher your master. Read the book of power. You can never usher that master. with all the demeaning things. And these are the guys that were leaking secret. Monserrato County against Jairus Dillon. Peace out. It was not an easy battle. He left. He couldn't stay in Monserrato. He had to run straight back to the tribal area. That area where Nimane wanted to kill him. The interior affairs minister and his gang of people wanted to kill this guy. Wanted to kill this particular guy. He almost got killed in his own place. Who he wanted and Danny way. A lot of people died because of this guy. That blood dream on the ground, crying to God because of this guy. Where had the benefit of this family, this God's family? That they killed these guys because they were protecting him. Because all these guys were protecting him because they love the CDC. They were not about Tomo Fala individually because he ran from Monserrato from that district to go to Lofa County to Sakonela to play on the people to win that district. That's how he went to Lofa in a one time. Within the Lofian was satisfied with it. The New Whole United Party they were never. It was a battleground. Yeah, saying rubbish. Yeah, these guys, the guys that was leaking, working with, want to mind the CDC government. Every phone, all that money they were paying surrogate. If you check out most of the protests in the country against the CDC, were these guys. It was the symptom of Allah. He let the cat out of the bag. Dangerous guys then for future. The guy began speaker. He ordered fanatic kofa Liberians. You can see a plain prince. You gotta be a rocket scientist. All I order my fanatic kofa, all these people. That he the one. He honor mine. He's a trouble guy. Cause it cool into his blood. Even you see the other Lofian that with CDC, you get a chance to kill them, you will kill them. Seriously, it's a really trouble guy. Prince, we're at the crossroad. I'm scared for my country, Prince. I'll tell you every day, you can say, but what did it mean? I'm scared of this kind of garden. They will never. How can you compare Joseph Boakai going to retirement now? He already is in retirement age. He's 82 years old. At 2029, he'll be 86. He got a pacemaker. You told me, Father, no. Henry Costa told you all these things. He got a serious medical record in the hands of Henry Petro Costa. He got it in a brain. Costa know it. Costa said that this man will not survive to 2029. And why he was against Jeremiah Kun. He called Jeremiah Kun Boyo, this and that. Him up past settle. You know that famous video, Liberians? And Thomas Father sit and talking about Jeremiah will go sit with his family. And my children, they 82-year-old, they may be 86 by 2029. Now you, Thomas Father, want to run in the next election because you get your shady business deal with all within the Unity Party. You wanted them to crumble against it. The beer mountain, you get trust upon trust. You get businesses that the Unity Party know about. All of them. How did you so call him? You finish forgetting T5, the roll. You are finish forgetting that the friend the Unity Party have for him. Today you can see them talking now, all of them mute. He close at the president now, he and Sir Joseph, because they are all tribal people. Prince, the politics in Liberia very dangerous. A small country. I'll tell Liberians then, yeah, one day they'll say, yeah, Jay, you've been talking, but you thought they won yet. When the hatred within that land is embedded in our DNA. Personally, you can sit down and say, but why 178 years old, they July 27, will be 179, 2027 will be 180 years old. Why the country cannot develop? Why the hatred? Family against family, friends against friends. No success story to happen in the country. The most successful man to grace our land, they claim on him like a They come on here like a beast from all around to crumble the George we are today. Where Paul LeBron that map, where everybody, where you from Liberia or George we are? Where you from? You can't answer Liberia or George we are. See Tomo father then winding down, walking the bedroom of the president. He coming from trade, giving them t-shirt, giving them perfume. The roll on him. Look at that body language. You play the video with all the millions in there. With all the millions in there, look at Tomo father. Look at Tomo father. Now when I tell you there's something called repetition is greater than money. Like great people, you read that book. And let me phrase it. You ask great people, repetition is greater than money. That facts. Look at how he look now. He get no charisma. He can't even move nobody no more. He alone. But they may not have friends. Like CDC camp on this kind of guy. Tomo Fala, Tifa. His name is buried under the mud. Can you go read the book of power? You can never outshine your master. See, yeah, I told you, priest. I said the only people the people fear that Josh we are. You depart from the party, but you still go on a forum. Your whole brain, the forum for you to talk about your agenda, your district, your everyday speakership, the way the president proceeding, whatsoever you want to talk about it, but your whole concentration at CDC. George Weah.
My
You
brother
see it?
Jake, the thing is, these guys have no message outside of President Weah. They have no message. These guys can never articulate anything sound without the name of President Weah.
I believe it.
Never. You take President Weah for in that story, they get news. My brother, they
Yes.
get news. When you take President Weah for India story, they will look. We I
Wow.
know sometimes it hard, but look, let's get used to this. President Weah out of the story, and that's sweet, like the real man would say. It ain't got no sugar. Ain't got no sugar out of it. Because right now, the only person that stands as a threat to their evil is President Weah. Thank God that now Joseph Boakai has become president. Because before you were vice president, I was vice president, I was just vice president, I was a parker. So you are now president. What are you doing as a car that is now parked? This man made us to understand that he was parked car. There's the reason why 68 concession agreement was signed. Isn't that what he said? Yeah, because you were parked car. They may say you were parked car. That was the reason why people were not living better life. That's why he said he was a parked car. He could not do anything. He was a parked car. That was the reason why Liberia was not producing your own rice. He was a parked car. That was the reason why the country was not going forward. But now the car is now parked. 3 years. Where are we? Where are we? No. The car is now parked. Where are we? You know, Jake, I wrote something, and let me see if I can see it here. I wrote something. I was just, I think it was on my birthday or so. I just saying, putting some stuff together, and I said, let me write this, and I put just something small together. I said, Mr. Boakai served as president, as vice president, of Liberia, and president of the Liberian Senate when 68 bogus concession companies, concession agreement was signed. He failed to use his influence to properly scrutinize those agreements to ensure that the Liberian people benefit. He failed to do that. The same man, he actively lobbied with other lawmakers in order for them to sign concessions that were against the Liberian people. But yet this man sat down there and tell us that he was an old car parked in the garage. As vice president, he was given millions of dollars to run his office.
2
And he had
million.
oversight responsibility on other agencies, several ministry and agencies. Still, this man told us that he was an old car park. Today, the government that he controls is very ineffective, wasteful, incompetent, and corrupt. Where are we? Is this still the old car park, or is not the old car that is parked? Because if his performance is a car that is on the racetrack, then we gone, we finish that man finish dragging the country. No, if this performance that we are seeing, the man said he was packed, but the Sun 68 concession agreement that did not benefit the people. He was the president of the Liberian Senate. He the one Madam Ellen Johnson said he used to go and lobby, talk to lawmakers, let them sign the others on the others. He was the one. Under his watch, 68 Booker concession company agreement, nothing came for out of it. Under this man watch, he was giving millions of dollars to run his office. Still, he said he was an old car park. Now the man now is on the racetrack. What has he done? Or to travel from one country to another, bringing no result, and can't say he go straight in tar. Oh, that the race car now, a running now, the car running on the road now. Oh, wait. For this man that we see, for this man to use the Liberian people resources, $22 million and take and give it to Gideon there for him to eat it. No road pave.
And he
Oh,
never sacked Giddy. He never sacked him.
Oh, for them to take inaugural fund and give it to Miata formula then for him to eat it. So that the car running now. Oh, that the race car that is running now. Oh, the race car that running that for Army Modern to use $93,000 to buy one car. He said you almost $2 million to buy a car. Oh, that the race car running now. The race car that running now is for Joseph Boakai to go pay $10 million condominium or whatever mansion is it in Foya. Oh, that the car running now. The race car that running Joseph Boakai now buy the entire area where he on the alley. He don't buy. He put in another new structure up. Oh, is that the race car that is on speed right now? With this behavior that you're looking at, that the race car that is on speed, if this thing that I'm looking at is the race car that is on speed, then we finish, my brother. The car knocking down people. It's knocking down people. But check my prayer. Conclude it from your end. Let's call this a day. I beg you.
Yeah, as you said, I believe you that truth. The guy don't have news if they don't talk about George Weah. Imagine like followers. Since they started witch hunting, all these things banned, stop the former president from taking the VIP lunch where he built all these things. He managed his own business. He don't take part in anything concerning, he's not disturbing the Unity Party rule. Free flow. During that era, during George Weah era, every minute and chances they have, were protesting the country, undermining the government. They were in the Western world, lobbying for sanction. They under the other place here, creating lies, propaganda. To use Chris Smith then. The other few politicians, the Republican Chris Smith then. Nobody not even hear about them anymore. Today, for New Jersey, other day, they will be using them. The island where then today. They use all this, you see all these people mute, Liberians. They are all mute. Police brutality. They're taking your other houses in your properties then. No new land. All these things that happen in the country. You don't have a protest in the country anymore. Gregory Como waging war on Liberian citizens. Any protest, he saying amen, tear gas then, intimidating everybody. Now, one of the questions I always ask here, you see, other than the Tomo Falalen today. Look at the body language, Liberians. Tomo Fala, younger than George Weah, very young than George Weah, but you're looking old than George Weah. To tell you, money not everything. I told people here, that reality, repetition is greater than money. The facts, repetition is greater than money. As anybody in the world. Yet and yet with all a million, you don't have the charisma. Nothing. The leg is dim. He's looking dull. He just himself. But reality, he lose something. He lose that human being.
Sure.
He lose everything. Tifa coming, sedition, the old, the young, all of them were, he got to give them nothing. They were gallop. Because of the same George Weah. Because they lived at him with Sir Joseph. Sir Joseph, they're not relevant anymore. Disregard our money. Disregard our money. Money. Repetition is greater than money. As any great millionaire will tell you, today, they got to talk about George Weah. George Weah, he's scared. George Weah might not take part in election. George Weah must sit down with your family. George Weah must sit down. But you supporting, you are tribal man, you are tribal guy, serious chronic tribal man. You'll be supporting Joseph Boakai for re-election 2029. Why you know deeply that they may be 86. The Unity Party used to insult you, Tifa, because you have that tribal lineage. It's in your core. You can identify with your tribal men. So the Liberia then we have now today, Prince. No, I told you, Prince, to find loyal person in the Republic of Liberia is hard. Every spectrum of that country, every area of that country, family, friendship, where that is killing the country. No loyalists in that country. Hard to find. 5 million people. You don't hardly see loyal people who get serious hatred in our rating all over our DNA. They hate, the hatred that in our lane, Prince, it baffled me.
I know.
Prince, I saw it through George. I saw it when Georgia took the mantle of authority through the social media until now. I say, wow, that how the country has, in my lifetime, I never see hatred like that before. Maybe during the Samuel Doe era, they used to talk about it. But with social media involved, I never saw the kind of hatred before since Georgia took the mantle of authority. The men are everybody used to celebrate around the world. Liberians, disregard your background, your political lineage. When the men were fly our Liberian flag us out there representing or during the war time, coming to talk about ceasefire, help the United Nations to disarm people in the country. He was the most celebrated. Everybody used to worship. They used to pay homage to him. But soon as that guy became, he said, I won't be president of the republic. The whole hell broke loose. Everybody. For no reason. No reason the hatred started until today.
Sure.
The hatred is on. So Thomas Fala, sorry, you on your own. Joshua is coming back 2029, and nothing you can do about it. Nothing you will do about it.
Sure. You know, the Tomo Fala issue, like we said, we discuss it adequately. People like Tomo Fala, they are angry because they have lost that respect and value.
Yes.
I'll give you an example before we can close. Can you hear about the name Sir Joseph again, my brother?
No, none of it. Yeah. You true.
Can you hear about that name, Sir Joseph?
Yeah, the Ebola chief, the Ebola man.
Even during the years of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, his name ranked. During the years of President Weah, his name ranked.
Yeah.
But look at Joseph. Look at Honor Joseph Boakai. Look, this papa has a demonic spirit. Joseph Boakai. And let me say here today, I don't care how outstanding you can be, how vibrant you can be. When you get to attach to this man called Joseph Boakai, your light is dimmed. He subdue you spiritually and physically. You are subdued. He absorbed people positive energy. This is how evil this man is.
Look at Dillon. Look at Dillon.
Thank you. Now let's leave Dillon then. But let's go Osa. I'll give you some example. Look at our man, Eugene Fagon.
Yeah, Eugene. Yes.
Eugene is just down there because he want to put money in your pocket and feed himself.
Yeah.
But it's that easy. The deputy that was recently sent there, one lady, she came from Ministry of Information. They sent her there to EFBC. She accused Fagon of corruption, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Fagon is basically hanging on a thread at that particular EFBC there. I'm telling you. Fagon is completely mute, is silent. Look, for example, look at these boys. How you call them, say, the Fadiga brothers. And other people hang Cameroon and said they were going to go look for Iboma, how you call Sonny. Joseph, the opposition at the time classified them as hero. They say, yeah, that CIA there. The men went, hey, they were celebrated to the
Yeah.
extent that our own government officials called them, sat down with them, whatever relationship, whatever. These people went and they sat down with other government officials. And
That spiritual thing you're talking here now.
I'm telling you, my brother, and they were giving credence. These boys, they were called in the government to serve. Before that, they were names. I mean, whether we like it or not, but that's the reality. These guys were names. They were doing their, their own stuff, and politically, they were a kind of figure in our political, how you call, arena. Like them or hate them or whatever. But you saw what happened. Immediately, they went to the Unity Party of Joseph Boakai, and he gave them that opportunity and later on disgraced them. Somebody get time for them again. You can hear their name. You can't hear them again.
A.B. Kroma also.
My brother, you just call it my mother. People are going. A.B. Kroma. A.B. Kroma. You can't hear from them. Many people, before going to his government, that were look at, for example, Samuel Kofi Wood. Look at Kofi Wood.
Yes. Why people were thinking he could be president.
Thank you very much. Samuel Kofi Wood. That name, Samuel Kofi Wood. When we talk about the Catholic Justice and Peace Forum at the time, when we talk about those human rights advocates, people who stood up in the faces of governments and they spoke on behalf of the people, they were highly respected and regarded in Liberian community. Any corner you pass, when you call their name, people get serious respect for them.
Prince, you spiritual too. Prayer cutting up. They won't go doing job that time was popular. Look too.
Thank you. My brother, there are so many people that we can name.
Wow.
So many people that we can name. Immediately they got close to this government. Their whole brain, their name, and everything, it just went flat under the carpet.
Wow.
No value. They have lost relevance. Look at all the political parties, for example, that attached to the Unity Party.
Coming is dead, he buried. He lose himself.
Look, all of those. Look at all of those parties that came together to support the Unity Party to win. Whatever they call themselves, whatever they were, collaboration or however you call them. Look at this party. You can hear about them. Look at ACO, for example. ACO, whether you like it or not, or believe it or not, was one of those vibrant political party that was waking up.
Yes.
It was waking up. ACO was very strong. I mean, they were doing. I may not agree with everything they do politically and whatever.
Yeah, you
but
make it.
you
Yeah,
could
you
see
know.
that
Yeah, it's the reality.
they were waking up.
Yes.
But where are they today? Where are they? Look at the EFF, for example.
Yeah. Gongwe
Look at
Day.
the EFF. Gongwe, a young man who
Yeah, what I relevant in the country. During George Weah, everybody flowing. You were popular.
My brother, where are they today? Look at those vibrant political individuals doing the administration of Weah. That in fact people regarded them and referred to them as heroes, as heroines, that they were making names. Where are they today? Where are they?
Even nobody can hear, but they normally can't get said.
My brother, look in our country. For example, look at the how you call it, the Christian community. Look at even how you call it, the Muslim community. These people, they were vibrant, they spoke, and they were respected. When they said the word, everybody know that, yeah, the church has spoken, the religious people have spoken.
Yeah, crying and speaking. Yeah, that's true.
All those NGOs that were highly regarded, the other international NGO used to partnership with them, to listen to them. Where are they today?
No, but you're making sense. The women are going to fight for rape cases in the country. Why would you wear the black clothes?
Where are they today? Look, this government has a spiritual ornament on it.
Yes.
That look, once it is rubbed on you, it takes away your value. It takes away your energy.
It takes away your personality also.
Against President Weah, they were still respected.
Yes.
There were institutions, organizations who were respected. For example, look at how you call OPA. Let me give you an example. Look at OPA. The one they call Key. That boy used to call us for dinner, breakfast, and supper. Women still used to support him. He used to get him money.
Mhm.
He used to get him money. That boy went to Liberia. He started living in people's house. Before you were disgraced, you were living in somebody's house. Why would I get that? Yeah, I will not go too deep. That they get house you were living in. That boy, people hardly used to give him money. He literally started to beg for money to the extent he used to get very kind. He said, "Oh, I've been the government. Nobody not helping me."
But Prince, I'm not lying too. You say you didn't see that spirit that you Prince, even the Jeremiah Kun was popular, then became vice president. Jeremiah Kun.
Sure.
Even the vice president is not popular.
No.
Nobody already discussing.
Even the Mo Ali, look at Mo Ali.
Yeah,
When he
Mo
was
Ali.
in top position, my brother, he was somebody that, whether we like it, believe it or not, these were people that were respected. I mean, they had need. Imagine the man, you are nothing. You are like that. Now that
Yeah,
the
you are
man become
popular.
minister, the time he needs supposed to ring.
Other than mute, they sad. Yeah,
Okay.
the guy second.
Right.
You're not lying.
My brother,
And when you rub with that old man, you done. You done.
We'll discuss more tomorrow. But thank you so much. And I want to say thanks to all of our family members online who have been very supportive. Until we meet again, have yourself a
thank you.
And bow from our end.
Yeah, bye-bye.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.